Emergency workers spent hours on Tuesday searching for people in the wreckage after a Russian airstrike hit the northwestern city of Zhytomyr. After a 30-minute phone call with U.S. President Biden, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia must stop the bombing before negotiations between Russia and Ukraine can resume. Talks are scheduled to restart in the next few days. Zelensky also asked for more military might from the West.
We have discussed it many times with President Biden. I'm thankful for the help, but they haven't heard me as well. I told them that Ukraine will fight better than anyone, and you will see it. But alone, we can't stand against Russia.
President Biden, in his State of the Union address to the American people on Tuesday night, vowed to hold Russian President Vladimir Putin accountable.
He thought he could roll into Ukraine and the world would roll over. Instead, he met with a wall of strength he never anticipated or imagined.
Meanwhile, a U.S. Defense Department official said the 64-kilometer-long convoy of Russian soldiers and weapons heading towards Kyiv has grown. But he said it's also become bogged down as food, supplies, and morale dwindle. The official described the Russian advance as slow and stodgy. And Germany, which was reluctant to send any military aid to Ukraine as Russian troops massed along its border weeks ago, is now sending more military equipment along with humanitarian aid.
Ladies and gentlemen, Russia's war marks a new reality. It requires each and every one of us to take a firm and responsible decision and to take a side.
The president of Belarus, a close ally of Russian leader Vladimir Putin, said his government will deploy more of its own troops along the Belarusian border with Ukraine, but will not send them into battle.
We protect the state border with our own forces to prevent the penetration of radicals and weapons into the country.
That announcement comes as more U.S. companies are abandoning Russia. On Tuesday, Apple announced it will pause its sales there. Ford Motor Company announced it is shutting down its auto production in Russia, and airplane manufacturer Boeing is pulling out as well. And throughout Ukraine, people are coming up with creative ways to defend themselves and their country. In the western city of Lviv, Ukrainians are making camouflage nets from any material they can get their hands on. The nets will be used by Ukrainian soldiers to hide their equipment.
People are trying to cook food for our soldiers, to make nets, to give their blood for our soldiers, and do everything that we can do.
And at this craft brewery, the company has stopped making beer and started making Molotov cocktails instead. The owner says people all over the city are showing up with empty beer bottles to be filled with flammable liquid to fight the advancing Russians. Andy Roesgen, TRT World, Washington.